It is time for us to get a check of the real estate market, and we always head to Stephen Delisle with Delisle Properties to find out what we should be looking at when it comes to real estate numbers. Stephen, always good to see you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you always like to give us a look at the numbers of what we're looking at with the real estate market. It is a local thing, not a national one.
That is correct. And I know, Jamarcus, we go over these numbers at the top of each of these segments up front. I realize a lot of people are not numbers-oriented people. However, it's our goal to give you kind of a 30,000-foot view of what's going on in the market to say, you know, maybe I should call Stephen because now feels like the right time, or continue to wait. So these numbers are always presented to us by the Greater Greenville Association of Realtors. And if you look at the new listing slide, it'll show us we're up 10.4% in new listings on the market this year as opposed to last year. The closed sales slide is actually down 0.3%. It's actually an improvement from last month, but we are down 0.3% in closed sales. And if you look at the average price slide, it'll show us that we're up 3.1%, bringing the average price to just over $401,000. That's even with a 14% increase in inventory on the market, bringing it to 4 months of inventory. I know it might sound like a foreign language, but if you want an understanding of what that actually means and you didn't understand it, feel free to call us and we'll kind of explain that at a deeper level.
That's a good thing. They can call you and you can talk them through any of that number, because I'm not a numbers person either.
Yeah.
Just boil it down for me, and you can do that for them as well. We're standing in a beautiful house here in Simpsonville. Tell us about this property.
Yeah, so this one is 501 Forest Edge Court right here in Simpsonville. More specifically, it's in Five Forks. If you're not from the area, Five Forks is a very highly sought after area. It's a 4-bedroom. It's got over 3,200 square feet. It's a corner lot, fenced in yard, covered back porch. You've got a great open space, the living space to the kitchen area as well, some nice arches, some really cool features here. But if the house itself doesn't do it for you, the location definitely will, because you're only 5 minutes from multiple grocery stores, restaurants, shopping. Anything you need is literally just down the road. And to top it all off, you're also in an award-winning school district with Rudolph Gordon Elementary School and Middle School. It's one massive complex, which makes it really easy dropping off the kids. And then you've got Fountain Inn High School.
I mean, that's a lot of win-win-wins there. I passed Bridgeway Station coming in, so great food hall to take advantage of too.
Absolutely.
So this one's on your featured listings on your website. They can go and check it out. One of the big things is, of course, school's out for summer. Parents are out. They may be thinking about buying or selling right now, but the big question is, who's in control of the market? Is it still the buyers or the sellers? Where are we with that?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Traditionally, the summer market is the hot market of the season. There's a lot more transactions going on, and let's face it, the reason for that is because the demographic that's moving right now are the people that need to move because school is out. So they don't procrastinate typically. They usually make a move within the next 45 days or so. So the numbers that we just shared at the top of the segment are going to be lagging indicators. Those are numbers that have already happened. So next month when we meet with you, I'm sure that the closed sales slide will also show that we're in the positive, even with the amount of inventory that we're seeing right now. It is also helpful to understand, with more inventory comes more competition. So you as a seller have to show up to the game. It's not just going to be the one bag of mulch like we've talked about before. You're also competing a lot with new construction, and new construction knows that these people are moving as well. They need to meet their metrics. So you need to understand that how we negotiate now is not how we negotiated even last year. So that's why we have a 2-stage sit down with you listing appointment, or sit down with you in a buyer consult, so you understand exactly what the market is and decide if this year's it or you need to wait until the fall.
I've even started repeating that, the one bag of mulch rule from Stephen Delisle. It's not going to work anymore.
No.
We have you here. What is some advice you would give to folks that are thinking about buying or selling right now?
So my advice for a buyer, there's tons of incentives happening right now with new construction. We get calls, texts, emails every single week of incentives that are happening the following week. So if you want an insider scoop on what that actually looks like and get ahead of the curve for all these buyers that are entering into the market for new construction specifically, doesn't matter if it's in Greenville, Simpsonville, Berea, it doesn't really matter where the location is. We get that inside information so we can give that to you and put a game plan around how to actually help you. A lot of people also call us and say, hey, I didn't know that you could represent us to buy a house that's new construction. Well, they have their own people that represent them as the builder. We represent your interest, and we know a little bit more about what goes on in the construction process and can guide you through that as well. So we do help buyers buy new construction. For sellers, you have way more inventory in the last 3 years combined now in the market. What we did the past couple of years was just, in my opinion, the skill that an agent needed was just speed. Get there fast, list it fast, and it would sell. That is not the market we're in right now. You need someone that understands macro and microeconomics. You need to understand what different neighborhoods are hot or not and why. And that's what we do. We sit down with you and help you understand what the market is and put a game plan together based off of your goals.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about buying the lifestyle that you want, and you can make that happen for them. I was on your website earlier today, and you have lots of listings that can fit a lot of people's lifestyles. You can always go to DelisleProperties.com. You can check out this listing here in Simpsonville, and you can find out other featured listings as well. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you so much.